Okay. I'm Marty Allen, the city manager for the city of Suwanee. There's an old saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. In the realm of public infrastructure, preventative maintenance is cheaper and better than costly repairs. In 2023, the city of Suwanee joined Gwinnett County and many other cities and created a stormwater utility. This utility will allow the city to enhance our proactive maintenance efforts relating to our aging stormwater system. No one likes to pay more fees. We understand that. But after a lot of study and analysis, we believed that it was the most appropriate and prudent way to help manage a largely hidden but very important and very expensive piece of infrastructure, the city's stormwater system. So I wanted to discuss for a bit what is a stormwater utility and a little bit about why and how it works. Simply put, when it rains, stormwater runs off streets, rooftops, parking lots, and other hard surfaces into underground stormwater pipes, culverts, ditches, detention ponds, and eventually into streams, creeks, and rivers. When that infrastructure fails, it can cause huge problems, including flooding that can threaten life and property. Everyone in the community is impacted by the system. Even if you happen to live in a part of town that does not have a lot of stormwater pipes, everybody drives over streets that have stormwater pipes beneath them. Everyone can be seriously impacted by failed systems. Much of the city's current infrastructure consists of metal pipes that have about 20 to 30 year lifespan. Some of those pipes are beginning to reach the end of that service life. Many of those are in need of maintenance and/or repairs. And some of those systems are beneath roadways and close to houses. Needless to say, large failures can be very disruptive and very expensive. With the help of a professional consultant, the city recently completed a comprehensive stormwater system study and assessment. That's a mouthful. The study determined that the city has pipes that are currently in need of maintenance or will need maintenance in the near future. The study developed a list of recommended stormwater projects totaling over $12 million. Based on our own experiences, we know that maintenance costs about 20% of what replacement and repairs cost. Needless to say, it's far more prudent to stay ahead of the issue, but in order to do that, it also takes money. As part of the study, a citizen feedback committee was consulted along the way. After viewing the study and various options, that committee, comprised of Suwanee citizens, recommended creation of a stormwater utility to fund and manage a comprehensive stormwater program. So what exactly is a stormwater utility? Most simply, a stormwater utility is a stormwater management program with a user fee to help cover the costs associated with various aspects of managing stormwater runoff. Instead of a system where everybody is charged the same amount, utilities such as these charge fees based on the amount of impact a parcel has on the stormwater infrastructure. Properties with large parking lots, for example, that have a lot of stormwater runoff will pay relatively more than a similarly sized parcel that has just a house and little impervious surface. This approach is considered to be a much more fair and equitable way to fund these types of programs. So why did the city create one? Well, as I mentioned earlier, there are miles and miles of pipes that crisscross the city. Many of those pipes are beginning to require enhanced maintenance. Historically, the city's been able to focus largely on minor pipe repairs because the system has been in relatively young and good shape. It's kind of like owning a newer vehicle with just 20,000 miles on it. You don't have as much maintenance to perform. However, our system is aging and more proactive maintenance is needed moving forward. To keep up with the vehicle analogy, it's getting time to change the spark plugs, the brakes, the tires, and other things that are beginning to wear out. Everyone also knows that proactive maintenance is not only much more cost effective, but it's usually far less disruptive to the community. Sudden and catastrophic pipe failures under roads can and do happen. And when that does happen, homes and businesses can be isolated for extended periods of time. We want to avoid that as much as possible. Stormwater utilities generate a dedicated revenue source that goes directly into the management of a comprehensive stormwater program. These programs typically include maintaining and repairing streams, ponds, stormwater pipes, ditches, catch basins, and other items. In our case, it's anticipated that most of the funds will go directly towards preventive maintenance and repairs of stormwater infrastructure. Again, nobody likes to pay more. We get that. But we also believe this is a fair and financially prudent approach. We began billing last fall, and we've been very pleased with the community's response thus far. We've gotten an enormous positive feedback. After talking about it, people tend to understand why we're doing this, and I want to thank everybody for their support. If you want to know more about stormwater utility, you can find more information at suwanee.com. Thanks.